If this title is going to trigger you, then maybe this isn't the video for you, but today I'm going to talk to you about how to pass medical school without being a loser. As always, my name is Kieran, I'm a junior doctor and a comedian. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss any videos. Let's get into it. Find an interest that is not medicine. It's so easy for everything to be medical. Your lectures are medical, your friends are medical, your sports societies are medical, your nights out are medical. You're so deep inside of medicine, so really deep inside of medicine. That means it's honestly so important to find a passion that is not medicine. And if you don't have one, then go and find one. It can be literally anything. It can be a society, it can be something creative, it could even be walking or shopping. Literally something that gets you away from it. And let's be clear, owning an anatomy colouring book is not a hobby, and saying I really like pharmacology is not a replacement for having a personality. You do not need to know every single thing in medicine. There are people that work their whole lives and still don't know every single thing about medicine. You've probably heard of the Pareto principle if you follow medical YouTubers, or the 80-20 principle. This is basically where, in your exams, 80% of the marks are going to come from 20% of the content. Focus on the really important things and just bin off the rest. Leave learning that really niche, medical, rare knowledge to Gareth, who spends his life with his face in books and who knows the librarian by her first name. Balance, believe it or not, actually makes you a better doctor. Being a balanced, all-rounded person actually gives you life experience that you can use to connect with people. In the UK, because medicine is undergraduate, we graduate from medical school so young. So you might go to med school age 18, you might finish age 23, and by 23, you're actually working as a doctor. But what do you really know at the age of 23 about life? How much life experience have you actually had? You may know the names of all the bones in the wrist, but do you know how to actually empathize and understand people and peel away their onion-like layers like Shrek?
Bulgars are like onions. They stink?
I'd probably say in some places, yes, but you're probably more mature of a 23-year-old than I was. I was still running around late at night with traffic cones, but I was doing other things like comedy.
I think we're doing well.
And hiking and societies and talking and connecting with people and becoming a more rounded person, which led to me getting better at communication and effectively becoming a better doctor. And on that note, it's important to have friends who are not medics. It's easy to have medical friends because you go to the same lectures together, you can talk about medical things, you understand each other's work schedules, but it can be this all-consuming thing, this black hole of medicine that you get sucked into, that is difficult to crawl out of. It's important to go out of your way and actively make friends that are not medics. This will give you a much needed break from medicine and just broaden your social circles and make you a rounder person. Rounder as in like more rounded, not rounder as in, not unless you're eating out with them a lot, I guess. Finally, the key to not being a loser at medical school is appreciating that it's okay not to be first anymore. You're at high school and you are a big fish in a small pond. You're always top of the class. Everyone is looking at you. You finish an exam, everyone's like, yeah, this guy. And you know, you do feel great. Then you go to med school and you realize that everyone else who was also the best is also now in this place and you're no longer the best. You are kind of in the middle, maybe at the top, maybe at the bottom, but there's a big mix of people there who are also the best. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been able to get into med school. When I first started med school, I was adamant that I was going to be at the top again. So I was working harder and harder and harder to try and get to the top. And then I realized, what is the point? At the end of it, everyone is going to become a doctor. Everyone is going to get a medical degree. So whether I work 1,000 hours to get 90% or 100 hours to get 80%, why would I do those extra hours just to get a little bit more? It just doesn't make any sense. Yes, no doubt you need to learn to become a good doctor. I am not disputing that, but what I am saying is you don't need that niche knowledge to get those extra few marks. Just enjoy your time. Chill. Whoever needs to hear this, just chill. And if you're worried about job applications at the end of it, realize that 50% of that application is made up by a situational judgment test, which is basically just luck. So some people that have worked really hard throughout are going to fall down by the end of it. And some people who've been doing terribly may all of a sudden be doing better than everyone. The key is to learn to become a good doctor, but also really enjoy your life outside of medical school. And that is when your life will fall into place. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how to pass med school and not be a loser. As always, the title of this was a joke. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss any content. Take care, everyone, and stay safe.